What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Beyond the Veil with Josh Morris and Stacey Tallitsch on the Everything Paranormal Show. Stacey, how's it going tonight?
It's going great. We're
Awesome.
getting ready to determine what the future holds in world events and in everybody's lives.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. So, for those of you that's watching, we're going to be doing some tarot reading and some dowsing rod sessions. Possibly, again, we like to kind of see, what the chat, how the chat leads us here and everything. So, hey, Terry Lynn, what's going on? I hope you like the new views, folks. This is kind of the new. I've been working on the studio, so I hope you guys like it. This way, you can kind of see a little bit. I can kind of talk to you, and of course, use my hands, and we can look at the dowsing rod stuff. So I'm excited. So I hope you guys like this. Okay.
I love it. Great setup.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're trying to always improve. We're trying to make the show as best as we can for you guys. Okay. So, Stacey, let's get into. I want to start right off with doing a daily read for tomorrow while we wait for some people. Hey, Nicola Kreslaki, how are you? It's good to see you. All right. So we're going to start out just doing a little bit of shuffle. We're going to start with a daily reading for tomorrow. So Terry Lynn approves. She says much better. So here we go. All right. Give a nice shuffle. Tarot, if you could please give the viewers of this video, if they're watching this live or on replay, could you please give us a guidance message for tomorrow, Thursday? What is that? March 3rd, Tuesday, 2022. Thank you. What guidance do you have for us? All right.
Hey, Tara.
Hi, Tara. There we go. All right. Let's get a nice little spread. And I really like these two. Those pop out to me. There we go. Yeah, I really like the black tablecloth to kind of get everything to pop out to you guys. So I've got the Four of Pentacles, and the clarification is going to be the Hermit. So to me, it already sounds like we may be kind of staying within ourselves here. So I'm going to pull out the old trusty book here, and let's. I want to read you guys the actual meanings of this. I love doing that for you guys. So this is be careful with your resources. It's a good time to save and to be conservative with finances. So if you guys remember, we were a little more loose with our finances. So, and this actually sounds really good with the Hermit card, which I'm going to read this with you, and then I'm going to give you guys my opinion. So the Hermit, which is number 9, and as soon as I get there, this one it represents our individual pursuit for personal truth in the world of competing truths. And of course, it's teaching us that sometimes we must detach from the flow of life to discover ourselves, bring in what we learn in isolation back into the world and social connection. So introspecting, discovery, wisdom, truth-seeking, taken away from society. So, really this is like, hey, and I'm going to turn this around, you guys, for that way you guys can see. All right, if you want to, I'll try to give you maybe just a little bit of a closer view of the art. It gets a little darker as we go toward the camera, so but there you go. And we got the Hermit, which is the clarifier. Okay, there you go. There you go. Maybe give you a little bit of light angle there.
That's okay. Better, yeah.
So what I'm feeling is that for tomorrow, obviously, watch your money. It straight up, told us, like Tarot said, straight up told us, watch your money. And this is, again, the Hermit card is a clarifier saying, hey, take some time, maybe look over your investments, in your own time, sort of your own home, kind of withdrawn from society. So you don't really need to go run out and seek counsel. This is sort of like take a moment for yourself and look over your finances and don't just go run out and buy a bunch of stuff tomorrow. Earlier, you guys remember, we were a little more looser. Tara was like, hey, this is the time to invest in some stuff. But this is like now for tomorrow, this is saying, whoa, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm like looking at the wrong camera problem, but hold on. And just chill for tomorrow. So whatever you invested, whatever you were doing from the maybe before with the other guidances, now let that ride, whatever, and just chill and think about where you're at with things. All right. Does that sound pretty good? What do you think, Stacey?
Yeah, I mean, it's right on the money, figuratively and literally. If you were to be a financial advisor, you would be giving the same advice, simply because the economy right now is spiraling downward. This whole Ukraine Russia embargo thing that's going on is destroying the markets. Wheat over the last 2 days has gone up 14%, which means, guess what? Bread's going up a lot more than that in the very near future, because
I know it's already killing me. The gas is already,
yeah.
I'm getting ready to go to the pumps, and I will admit, at least for now, Walmart has been helping me out with gas. I've been able to leave work here lately a little early and get to Walmart before it closes, like because the Walmart gas station closes at 11 pretty much. So I've been able to get there, and it's been like $3.17 a gallon there. But most of the other gas stations right now, it's like $3.46, even $3.56. I paid with my work vehicle. Thank God I wasn't paying for that. But yeah, Nicola Kerslake. So she said it's Kerslake.
Yeah, well, everything's going to get more expensive. Hyperinflation, we've never seen that. Even in the 70s when inflation was bad, we're actually worse now, percentage-wise, than we were during the stagflation period during the 70s. It's only going to get worse from here, largely because we're doing it on purpose. By doing this stuff with Russia and cutting off 30% of the oil supply, 30% of the grains, 50% of the uranium that we use to power our nuclear power plants comes from Russia. It's one of these things where we are shooting ourselves in the foot, and you have to wonder, why are they doing this? I mean, what is the end game? Right. And it is, conspiracy theories aside, it's not a conspiracy theory. Things are getting expensive in real. And put your money in what is most valuable. People like to buy junk just to make themselves feel better. It's not going to do you any good when you're hungry. So,
oh yeah. Well, and that's why, again, folks, pay attention to tarot readings, things like that, and use them as a guide. As Nicola Kerslake. See, I'm going to try to get that right now. Kerslake. She said that she's been dealing with money, with the money side of things all week. But remember, tomorrow, pull in the reins. Pull in the reins. Take a moment. But I want to while we're chilling, I want to go ahead and break into a little bit of a dowsing rod session. I figured maybe we'll ask some questions while we're waiting for some people. Cool. And if anybody's got any requests, go ahead and get those in the chat. Always more than happy to work on things. So now with this new camera, you guys can fully see the rods. I'm glad. I'm really happy about that. Although I gotta watch out, I might smack my monitor there if I go too far over. If the spirits push my rods into the monitor. All right, but we look pretty good here. Okay. Let me adjust my. There we go. All right. Can my spirit guide please step forward, cross the rods, let us know you're here, please? Can you please cross the rods? Let us know you're here. Okay, thank you for that. And please straighten the rods for confirmation. Straighten the rods out for confirmation, please. All right, thank you for that. Nice. Okay. Are you able to answer some questions regarding some world politics right now? Can you please cross the rods for yes? Questions about Russia, maybe? Can you cross the rods for yes? I don't know if my spirit guide likes talking about politics. I had to ask the other spirits before, the ones that could step up and answer. So, all right. Spirit guide, could you please allow some other positive spirits to step forward? I'm going to put this out there. Spirits, if you could please, if there's a spirit out there, a positive spirit that would like to step forward and talk about some world affairs, Russia, if you could please, can you please step forward and cross the rods and let us know you're here, please? Okay. Whoa. Man, my rod just really went around here. Oh, maybe adjust my arm. Maybe I'm not angling down enough. There we go. Straight forward. Straighten the rods out, please. Thank you. All right. I always like to have my rods just a hair down so they have to kind of work uphill. So if I have them a little too level, I'm used to tucking in my arms. I'm actually resting them on the table this time. So, all right. So if you could please, thank you for stepping forward. Is the Russia-Ukrainian conflict? Will we see an ending shortly to this invasion? Will we see this fairly? Is this fairly short? Okay, thank you. And Nicola, you were asking, will the situation get any better by the 19th of April? Are you asking about Russia or are you asking about money? All right, can you please straighten the rods, please? Straighten the rods. Oh, yeah, I probably have to lower my arms. Thank you for that. All right. And I'm just going to ask anyways, are we looking at, oh, your son, will Jason get, oh, will Jason, okay, because it was like, with Jay's, okay, I get what you're saying. Well, Jay's situation, I didn't know if you had maybe a typo in there. I'm sorry. So will Jay's situation get better by April 19th? Okay, we can ask. Spirit guide, could you please let us know about Nicola Kerslake, her son Jason, and we really would like to find out if Jason's situation will be better by the 19th of April. Could you please cross the rods for yes? Okay, now I'm getting the rods pushing apart for no. So I'm not sure. I hope that's not too bad news for you. But they are saying no. Can you please cross the rods or can you please straighten the rods back out, please? Straighten the rods, please. Straighten the rods, please. Okay. There you go. I just got to adjust my arm here. Again, I'm not used to resting them on a table kind of forward. So, all right. Let's try again. Is Nicola Kerslake, is her son Jason, is his situation going to improve? Is Jason's situation going to improve by April 19th? Can you please cross the rods for yes or push apart for no? Okay. So yeah, it still seems like a no, Nicola. I hope. I'm sorry for that. Or maybe that could be good. I'm not sure, but it sounds like it's probably not going to be good. Okay, so ST, are you taking question? Absolutely. Derek B has feelings for me, and I would like to know what his desires are. Story is deserving of Derek's love, or Stars is deserving of Derek's love, communication, etc., etc. He is a Taurus. I'm manifesting Derek. We can find out. I think we could consult with tarot and find out about the feelings about Derek, your relationship with Derek. I'll ask the spirits right now since I've talked to them as well.
Star
ST,
is her name.
what?
She's not giving a name. It's ST, so it's Star. I don't know what her name is.
Okay. Do you want to use a first name? Is it Star?
That would be great.
Yeah. If you want to just at least give us Scott. Okay, Scott.
Scott.
So Scott, um uh spirits, could you please let us know if Derek B has feelings for Scott? Could you please let us know if he has romantic feelings? Could you please cross the rods for yes? Okay, we are getting a yes. I don't know if that's good or bad. Okay, you can straighten the rods, please. Straighten the rods. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to end the session right now. Thank you for communicating. And I want to do a tarot reading on this as well. Okay. So hang in there, Scott. Let's try this out. Let's see what the relationship. Let's get some guidance here. All right, Tara, could you please give us some guidance? Could you please give Scott some guidance about Derek B and their relationship going forward here? Could you please give us some advice? Yeah, Nicole, I really hope things get better for your son too. I really do. I really do. Okay. All right, and let me just reshuffle, and I want to make sure I focus. I'm sorry about that. Let me focus on this again for you, Scott. Tarot, please let us know Derek B's relationship with Scott. Give us some guidance. Okay. All right. We'll cut the deck. This feels right. Okay, I like this one just popped out. That doesn't normally happen. All right, here we go. We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands. So now I'm going to read to you what these mean for you because I like to actually read these for you. Again, I just don't. I like to do that. I think it's fun. Okay, guys, Wheel of Fortune, and this is like the poster child for tarot, right? Anytime you see, like, even on my tarot box, right? See, it's like the poster child for tarot cards is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune represents experiences and circumstances outside our control. The Wheel of Fortune archetype is the 10th encounter for the Fool, indicating we exist in a dance between fate and free will. This card teaches a lesson of fate, the external world, and how others with more power than us force us to react. So this is, what is inevitable, destiny, passage of time. And then and this is our clarifier. So before we get ahead of ourselves, let's make sure we clarify with the Page of Wands here. Let's see. A Page of Wands. I love it. Page of Wands is you have a lot of excitement, but you need to find focus. So enthusiasm and creativity. So, honestly, Scott, it sounds to me like there is some fate that's going on, some destiny with you and Derek. The spirits on the rods did say that there was some romantic feelings from Derek B. So there is some kind of destiny, and of course, the Page of Wands is clarifying that and talking about, but it's also saying about finding focus. So, in other words, you don't want to kind of take your eyes off the prize, for example. You know what I mean? If you start to lose focus in that maybe relationship, it could turn south on you. So I hope that helps. He hasn't reached out to me yet, so I'm waiting. Hey, it sounds like it's destiny according to your cards. So be patient, stay focused. All right, don't lose sight. Stay focused, like I said, and there is some destiny. Looks like down the road for this. All right, so what do we got here? Just want to check the chat. So it looks like we're good on that right now. Looks like we're caught up. So I hope that helps you, Scott. Really, I always like positive ones. Stacey, I really do.
Yeah, and he said that he was manifesting the situation. He was manifesting Derek, which if you're maintaining focus on that front, keep up. That's what it says.
Yeah. All right. So Tara wants to know if she's pregnant, if she's having one baby or two. So now you're pushing it. Now you're pushing it, but that's okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I think we'll do some yes no, and we'll do some yes no for you. Me, I just want to clear that energy off that from that last one. Okay. We'll do some yes no. And yeah, Nicola, we can get to you on that. Okay. This is for Tara. We're going to do some yes no, a series of yes no questions. We're going to ask, first of all, we'll just ask if you're pregnant. I think that would be the first step. And then we can also ask if you are pregnant, will it be one baby? Okay. There we go. Just here. Okay. So I'm going to deal these, and basically, when they face me, that's yes. When they face away, that's no. So actually, for you okay. So we have a no, we have a no, and we have a possibility. So in other words, a yes. So right now, the question of if you're pregnant, so far it is a no, but there is a yes, Tara, which means that it's not a hard no. So when it's a hard no, that means no, you're definitely not. There's no chance. But with that third yes, or that third card being a yes, that means there is a possibility still. And I know you were talking about tests and whatnot, but there is still a possibility. So we'll maintain that. Now we're going to set these aside real quick, and we're just going to add. We're going to find out the second question, which was, if you're pregnant, are you going to have more than one baby, basically? All right, and we got a no, no, and a yes. So again, mostly no's right now. You got no to the pregnancy, but you also, if you do become pregnant, most likely you're just going to have one baby. There's always a chance on this. They're leaving. Tarot's leaving a little bit of room for that, but for the most part, it looks like no.
Well, what people have to understand is that tarot isn't an absolute fate. It is the human condition and free will play a part. You can get a tarot reading that says one thing and be completely obstinate against what the tarot is doing and change that outcome. That's the whole idea of being able to tell the future in the first place, is being able to change your possible future. Human decisions play a big part.
Right. Even hard no's, like hard no's, hard yeses, it's just basically slimmer odds. If you get a hard no, doesn't always mean that there is always that slimmer chance.
The path you're on says this is what's going to happen, but you can go off road. You don't have to be on that path.
Absolutely. Okay, so Terry Lynn came in here and said Christian would like to know how he's going to do tomorrow in tennis. All right. Tarot, could you please give us some guidance on how Christian will play with tennis tomorrow? How is he going to perform? All right, here we go. Now that I focus the energy, we're going to cut. Okay, and I feel this right here. Okay. All right. All right, I like this one here and this one here. Okay, so the first card is going to be the Seven of Swords, and the second one is going to be the Hanged Man. Now, remember, don't stress. We're gonna read these, and then I'm gonna give you my thoughts. So, Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is it's time to take your ideas and thoughts elsewhere. You may need to do so quietly and secretly. So this is secrecy, and it's also stealth. Okay, so bear with me. All right, now the Hanged Man. This here is 12, so this is really important. Now this one here, it's not as bad as you think, because it's not, the Hanged Man is not like literally like dead. Okay, he's not like dead. Anyways, he's just hanging upside down, just chilling. And I already know what this is, but the Hangman represents knowing sacrifice. When he represents knowing sacrifice, when we realize we must accept a short-term difficulty for a long-term gain. Okay. Also, that sacrifice as ways forward, there are just as powerful as the need to act, represented by the Chariot card, but it's knowing sacrifice, a change of perspective, and patience. So when you look at this, this is talking about stealth and patience. For me, like that's the feeling I'm getting for you, Christian, is stealth and patience. So in other words, for tennis, it's not letting your opponent know what you're doing, being very stealthy, being very, very patient. You may get in some rallies, and it's being patient, waiting for the right opportunities to make your move. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. That's what that's the advice from tarot. All right. All right. That's cool. Got to do a reading for my son. But it makes sense. It makes sense. All right.
Nicola.
Oh, is there anything in the tarot for me? All right, cool. All right. So, Nicola, is there, he said awesome. Nicola, is there anything that you would specifically like? Was there any guidance on, did you want further guidance with your son, or do you want something else like employment, financial? I mean, what do you, what else? Was there a specific topic you'd like me to do? I'll give these a shuffle while we wait. I'll clear this off. Okay. Waiting to see if she's got a topic here. All right.
Will Jason finally settle in a new place?
Okay. So will Jason finally settle in a new place? Arrow, please let us know if Nicola Kerslake, if her son Jason will settle in a new place. Okay. Yep. This one. This one. Right there. So we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is very optimistic, and the Ace of Wands. So again, very optimistic cards. So that's good. And again, I want to read these to you. I had this for one of my own personal readings here recently, the Seven of Pentacles. So that's why I know some of these are very optimistic. But this is time to consider how you will invest your success, put resources back into what you have that is successful, or start a new venture. So again, starting that new venture. And of course, the Ace of Wands, which right here, this is the clarifier. Oh, I got too many cameras now. All right. So there's the clarifier. So the Ace of Wands, let's go up here, means that you need to be inspired or excited. Something or someone needs your spark. So inspiration and spark. So this, to me, this is saying that this is definitely time that Jason, he may need a little motivating, okay, but with a little bit of motivation, most likely that spark is going to come from you, I would imagine. But I would imagine with a little bit of motivating, there's a good chance that this can come to fruition. Okay, right here. There we go.
There you go.
All right. So there's a good chance that can come to fruition from that divine spark from yourself as well. So I do see positivity in this. So I hope that helps. So, but it does sound good. It does sound good. But he's going to need a little bit of inspiration. All right. I hope that makes sense to you because, again, I don't always know your all's life. So to me, I'm like, okay, but a lot of times it usually makes sense for you guys when you hear it. So
If he's living in your basement, you know, time to ask him to pay rent. It usually inspires, you know, kids to move out.
a financial spark.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much divine, but a financial spark. That could possibly be for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I know there's some things that I was thinking about maybe doing some for even myself. I was thinking. So I certainly hope so. It's been a long time coming. Thank you. Yeah. And again, I think there's going to have to be that motivation from you. You're really going to have to do that. That's what that Ace of Wands is really trying to clarify. But it's there. You just got to do it. Okay. So let's give this a shuffle. All right. Now, I know myself. I'm going to look at the situation here. I would like Tarot to give me some guidance on finances for this coming up March. So, Tarot, if you could please give me some guidance on finances for this coming up March for me, I'd really appreciate it. Okay.
March now.
Yeah, for the rest of this month, yeah. But since it's the beginning of the month, I want to know.
Beware the Ides of March.
I want to be like a magician soon. Like I'm getting that spread down.
When you get them to pop out by themselves, then you really got a thing going.
Oh, shit, right. All right. Let's see what Tarot brings me. 9 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. All right. I've got sets, but I don't know how to read them. Okay, so and let me do this. Let me finish this, Nicole, and we'll talk a little bit about that. So we got the 9 of Cups. All right. So the 9 of Cups is embrace and accept what truly makes you happy. Your fulfillment is most important right now. And then we have the clarification of the 8 of Pentacles, which is use your skill and experience to improve your financial status and improve your security. So I'm going to be honest with you. Like my intuition from this tells me that like the things that make me happy, okay, and using my skills and things like that tells me that for the month of March, I need to keep focusing doing these type of things for you guys, making YouTube videos. Those are the things that make me happy. You know, is when I get to do these things for you guys, do readings, go out and film things. So that's what it tells me, you know, and I'm not trying to be biased, but when it starts talking about like the things that make you happy when it comes to, work, and then, I'm trying to use this camera too, but, and then the fact that I've got the Eight of Pentacles telling me, hey, use your skills and experience to make money, basically. So that's good. So hopefully this will continue on. Maybe we'll have some breakthroughs this month. So I'm happy. That was a good read for me. I like it. Terry, now this is a funny joke, but Terry Lynn, my wife, said, "What finances? I have them all."
Yeah, you have no money. It's all Terry Lynn's money.
I gotta go out and make you a lot of money. That's what I do. That's what I try to do. But no, that's funny. I do like that. I think all my finances, I think they're in her purse. I think they're right there. If you look in her purse and you just look next to my balls, you'll find my finances.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, do my finances.
Okay, we'll do yours. Let me address Nicola first. She did ask about tarot. So, honestly, here's the deal, Nicola. A lot of it's working on your intuition as far as just feeling things out. Learn to listen to yourself. Now, for me, my intuition, I'm not a psychic. I don't have all kinds of special abilities, but I've been developing it over time, just listening to myself, being in that like experience, like when I go out and do paranormal investigations. So for like yourself, the best thing to do is just get your tarot deck, and like most of them have a guidebook. And like, as you see, I read the tarots to you. I don't even try to memorize them half the time. So I read them, I read the definitions, and then I also go by my feeling. What is my feeling telling me? And when you look at the cards together, you kind of see the story. You kind of almost feel that story that's in between, and you just go with it. And a lot of times, again, it serves you good. How they always say you should trust in your first gut, or man, if I would have listened to my first gut was telling me to do this, or my first instinct. And it's kind of like that. Is what's that first instinct? What was I drawn to when I spread the deck? What did I feel when I first saw the cards? And when I read the definitions and I put it all together, then I'm like, okay, that's what I felt.
Mm. So,
but yeah, it's just, I say break out the deck and play with them. Just deal them out. There's no true way. Like, you'll see people take their deck, and you'll see them like on TikTok and all these places, and you'll see them like knocking in like energy and things like that. The only thing you see me kind of do is like I'll clear the energy like this. This is just my way of I'm visualizing the energy, and I'm just kind of flicking it off. And even like as Stacey said, when you clear yourself, you're kind of like flicking off the cobwebs and stuff. So I'm just kind of like clearing that energy, and I do it 3 times just because it's like a thing. I don't know. You can just do it once if you want. You can just clear the energy. I just do it 3 times. I like that. I feel like after the 3 swipes, usually I feel good about it. Again, that intuition. And then really it's like you just kind of shuffle the cards. But then while you're shuffling, especially this kind of shuffle, that's usually when you talk to tarot. And that's when you're going to ask for the guidance. You're going to ask whatever questions. And then you're going to want to cut the deck. And it's up to you. There's nothing that says you have to cut the deck 3 ways. You can cut the deck 5 ways if you really want. You can cut it however you want. And then once I cut the deck, I kind of feel like I just kind of trust a feeling like, hey, I'm going to go from here, and I feel like here and here. However you want to restack the deck. It's that intuition. Something's guiding me. And then from there, I like to, of course, square up the cards. And you see me, I try to do it nice and neat. I don't know if that's just my own OCD. But I square up the cards, and then you just do a fan. And for me, I look at usually when the cards kind of start separating, I'm drawn to like 2 cards. Sometimes I'll see one peeking, and I'll go, hey, this card sticks out to me, and this one. They just focus to me. And then after that, it's, it's just a matter of the sun, and the wands. Now, sometimes you'll see me deal. Here's a controversy. So technically, if I would have flipped it just like that, this would be upside down. Okay. And this is called a reversal. So you can read with reversals, but again, you don't have to. You don't have to. It does nothing says you have to read reverse. There's some tarot readers that don't read reverse. It's up to you. So usually, like, I'll just pick it up, and if it's like reversed, I'll just flip it around and lay it down, and we go from there. And a lot of times I find that the readings go so much better than trying to do all the reversal and stuff like that. The reversal is in your guidebook. If you do want to try to read it, that's up to you. You can. It's not a big deal. But in any case, that's what I do. I just wanted to kind of give you my take. So I hope that helps. But just do it. Just get your tarot deck and practice. And there's all kinds of videos on there. There's one that I like. I can't remember the channel, but there is one that she's really good about, just like, there's no, she's very like neutral. You know what I mean? Very neutral. You don't have to worry about any kind of weird things. She's very, and she teaches you straight up. It's really good. I really like it. Now, as far as
a bunch of classes on Udemy as well. I mean, those are actually masterclass kind of things where they teach tarot and different things as well, yoga and other kinds of spiritual stuff. You can learn on udemy.com.
Right. And also developing your intuition. This is where I wanted to kind of incorporate Stacey in this, was like, Stacey's got some courses as well. There's a link in the description. There's a link to his stuff. But he's got courses on like remote viewing and stuff like that. But like when you take those courses, you actually, even though it might be like, say, remote viewing, it does help to develop your intuition. It helps you to get more in tune with your body. So yes, go check out Stacey's courses for that too. You know, even though it's not directly related to tarot, it's directly related to your senses and your intuition. So anyway, so that's what I do. As far as cleansing goes, what I tend to do is I have my storage box that I'm gonna paint or stain here soon. So I'm not quite done with it yet, but I keep a variety of crystals inside here. I have my pendulum in here. I like to keep together so they kind of match up with energies. But you can keep some selenite if you want some selenite in here. Selenite is really good for cleansing like pendulums and really just cleansing in general. So you can even keep a little bit of selenite in here and then I just keep it in there overnight until I do another video with you guys. And then I take it out, and I said that I make sure I clear the energy just in case there was any residual energy. I usually don't even do it on the first time though, but in between, I'm just swiping out the energy, and that's cleansing it in between. Hi, ICU. It's good to see you pop in there. All right. So Stacey now. Stacey wanted to know on his finances. Now, do you want the same thing? Like, you want to know about March?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see. I got a selenite lamp. I took the lamp out. It's a nice tower, though. Yeah, Terry Lynn's got a really nice selenite lamp that we use. Like, she was like even hanging some of her pendulums on it. All right. Okay. Pers Lake, it's okay. It's good to know how it works. Thank you. Yeah. So I hope that helps. I think I gave you some. It's like a little mini class on tarot reading. You just got that for free.
Yeah.
But yeah. By the way, speaking of free though, no pressure. But if you look down here, guys, the banner, there is actually more ways to donate. So Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. So if you like what we do. Again, if you can't donate, that's cool. Just likes, share, subscribe. Please spread the word. That's all I ask. If you get a reading and you can't donate, please share it, like it, things like that. But if you can donate, hey, that really helps us out here. All right. So let me get focused. I got to focus on this reading for Stacey. Okay. Tarot. Stacey Tallitsch would like to know about his finances for the rest of this month for March 2022. Could you please give him some guidance, please? Thank you. Okay. Let's cut the deck. Okay, and I'm actually feeling like I have to reassemble the deck on that one. Okay. And let me square it up. Okay, this one and this one's popping out to me. Okay. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords. All right. And look at that, the Wheel of Fortune.
Nice.
Okay. So we definitely have some clarification of that things will happen, right? But I do like the Two of Swords, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to read it for everybody else. So, Two of Swords means be at peace with your decisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, do not look back or revisit decisions that brought you to this point. Okay, so when it comes to money, clearly we can say that look, this March you're just going to make decisions, Stacey, and you're not going to worry about. That doesn't mean be reckless, obviously, but the Wheel of Fortune is basically saying that there is some destiny involved in your finances this year or this March, I should say, not this year, but yeah, maybe this year, but for this March. So definitely don't have any regrets. Just be firm with your decisions. And there's the Wheel of Fortune is that destiny. And I'm going to read this anyways, just because I want people that didn't tune in earlier, I want them to know for sure the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune represents experiences and circumstances outside of our control. So again, if you look at that part of it, for the Two of Swords, I don't know if that really clarifies that for you, other than the fact that there may be some other things outside, but most of the stuff with finances sometimes isn't out of control or isn't always in our control. But in this case, maybe you have something that happens to you in the month of March that is out of your control. But with the Two of Swords, be confident in knowing that whatever decisions you make financially for that situation, you don't have to have any regrets. So, but yeah, like the overall version is kind of like the inevitable destiny, like the passage of time, things like that. So, I think with your finances being concerned, with this being a clarifier, I think it's mostly saying, hey, whatever's out of your control this month in March, don't worry about it. You're going to make the right decisions when that happens. Okay.
In crypto, they call that, keep on hodling, HODL.
Right.
Hold on for dear life.
Right. Well, don't have any regrets. Whatever you decide. And then Terrell said, "Get your butt to Bristol." So it's early hours in the morning in England. I expect everyone else to sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Here it's getting late. But I mean, not late, but it's almost 10 o'clock here where I'm at. I'm in Eastern time. And we will do the show a little bit longer. And then I got to start wrapping up because I do have to leave a hair early just because of gas prices. And I got to try to get to Walmart to get the better gas prices because, man, that gas is killing me. I drive a couple 100 miles every night. So, and I pay for my own gas on my second job. So, yeah, it's cutting into my profits, FJB. All right, so all right, so I think we had a couple good tarot reads. Not getting a lot of people tonight. It's a Wednesday night, so hey, I just wanted to see if we would start getting more people on Wednesday nights, but yeah,
the 2 Wednesdays ago, for whatever reason, Facebook or logarithm just went nuts on us.
Right?
Terry Lynn, I've been window shopping in Bristol now for several weeks. We're looking at different things. It's just you know, a lot of the properties we're looking at still are 100% over their actual market price. So,
And real quick, Nicola said, "Nice speaking to you both." She said, "Thank you." So I'm not sure if she's has to leave because the time zones, but it's great seeing you again, and you're always welcome to come back and get a reading.
oh yeah,
That's if you're leaving. I don't know if you're hanging around then. But yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I'm happy. I really like the setup. It's a little different for me, like especially with the Dowsing Rod, because I have to leave. Normally, like I tuck in. So like if you see on the one camera, I like to tuck in my arms, and it just works out perfectly. I can get all the feeling and angle that I can just hold them right at this spot. When I'm kind of forward in this camera view, though, it's a little more difficult to try to maintain that because I like to hold them as much as I can. Oh yeah, something's crossing the rods. Thank you for that. Just straighten the rods, please. Straighten the rods.
saying they like the new setup.
Yeah. Yes, is that what you're saying? Did you say you like the new setup? Okay. Yes. Thank you for that. You can straighten the rods, please. All right. And is this my spirit guide? Can you please cross the rods? Let me know. Is this my spirit guide talking? Okay. All right. I was just wondering. I didn't know. All right.
Terry Lynn wants to know, are her headaches spirit related?
Okay. Can we straighten the rods out, please? Spirit guide, could you tell me, is Terry Lynn's headaches, are they spirit related right now? Like the headaches she's experiencing? Are they spirit related? Can you please cross the rods for yes?
Huh.
Okay. Is there something, are they related to something medical with Terry Lynn right now? I don't know. I don't know if that's a good question. Is she having headaches due to external forces, like the landfill? Is there a factor in that? You cross the rods for yes.
Environmental problems.
So yeah, that landfill as a factor. Can you straighten the rods, please? Is Terry Lynn sensitive to some of the chemicals or the fumes from the landfill? Can you cross the rods if she is? Okay. Can you please straighten the rods, please? Straighten the rods. Yeah, I mean, she's.
Do you have a HEPA filter in the bedroom?
Yeah, we went and bought like an air filter, and we got like a. I'm gonna end the communication session real quick. She we actually did two things for the house. We did one for our furnace, like our heat pump. For the house, we have like we spent like the extra money to get like a really nice filter. You know what I mean? Like a really nice. And then for her room, we actually went and got like a nice filter that had like the HEPA filters on it and everything, and for her room. So when she sleeps at night, that filter can work for her room. So, but I mean, but the thing is, you got to remember too is like we live in this area. I mean, it's hard to get away from everything. So, but yeah, we bought this house. We only bought it like about 2.5 years ago, or just under 2.5 years ago, and the landfill wasn't a factor. And then lately, in the last year, it's been a factor, and the whole city's involved. It's been a whole thing. Like just and it's on the border. It's actually on the Virginia side, but technically, like we are stone throw away. Like we're right on the border. So, like just right over this one mountain is Virginia. It's not even like a mountain, but like right over this big old hill is Virginia. So, but like at night, the winds shift and the smell. It's just been a big thing that both city of Bristol, Tennessee, and Bristol, Virginia has been, trying to work out. So, and they're trying things, and supposedly whatever they're trying is not gonna we're not gonna notice a difference until like 2023, supposedly. I don't know.
I feel for you. I mean, I live in a town that has a paper mill.
And oh God,
those things. I mean, it makes the air smell like a homeless man's shoe. It's just, and it really it goes to like your eyeballs. You can smell it with your eyeballs.
No, you're right, because when Terry Lynn and I lived in Florida, we lived there, Destin, Fort Walton Beach, all that. Well, right down the road was Panama City Beach, and they have a paper mill. And when that thing, man, oh my God, like I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
It's awful.
All right. Kind of a slow night. Not a whole lot of people coming in here tonight, but that's okay.
I see you wanted to know if she might have to move.
Unless she was talking about us. I don't know if she's saying that we might have to move because of the landfill. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah. That's in context.
I know. That's what I was thinking. But if you did have a question, ICU, or if you wanted any reading, we always do that for you. But yeah, we just want. All right. Let's do this. Let's just have a little fun. All right. I know that the ICU is like, I can't think of anything. And see, and here's what's going to happen. Like, now that I've been doing readings on a regular basis here lately, like we'll probably end up starting to get more and more people soon. Mm-hmm. And then it'll be like, then you'll be able to, like, then you'll want a reading, but then we'll like be busy. It's like, man, back when we had like an open floor, man, I couldn't think of anything. Now I can think of something, I can't get in. But no. We always have a spot for you. You know that. All right. Let's think of a yes/no question. Something fun. What do you think would be a fun yes/no question? Anything?
Yeah. Hard with this the Ukrainian thing. We could ask that because your dad don't want to talk about that. We can ask about will this be resolved this month?
All right, Tarot, will the Russian-Ukraine conflict, will that be resolved this month? All right. And we got yes, no, yes. And the no is the death card. So there's definitely some possibility of, in the no part, the slim chance. Okay, so there's a yes for this month, but there's a slim chance. And if you really want to go deeper into that with having the death card, there's a slim chance we could stay with war and, of course, obviously death, bad things, and maybe even a change of regime. This also represents your end of one cycle and beginning of another, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to mean death as in war, even though we are talking about war. So literally, this could be death. But if it doesn't end this month, then yes, we may be looking at a change in regime. That's what that no part is.
Is Putin going to go nuclear?
All right. We're going to leave these cards out, okay? And you just do a little reshuffle, okay? Is Putin going to go nuclear? Okay. There's a no, and there's a yes, and there's a no. So we have 2 no's and a yes, and the yes is the magician, which means that it's an illusion. Okay. So if the slight possibility of like the nuclear thing with the magician card is basically saying, look, there's an illusion of nuclear threat. So I really think this is a pretty good no. What do you think, Stacey?
All right, that's perfect.
All right. Yeah, the magician card being in there, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. Because he is a lot about. I don't want to say he's all talk. Obviously, we see he's clearly ready to do some action, but I think with that, I think he's putting on a front, possibly, an illusion.
He's former KGB. Psychological warfare is his wheelhouse.
All right, so ICU said general reading, and Terry Lynn said general reading. They both said it like almost at the same time. It was funny. All right, so let's do an order. ICU. All right. Taro, could you please give us an overall reading on ICU, please, in the chat? I always forget her real name, so it's okay. We'll use ICU in the chat. So please, could you please give us a general reading for her, please? Okay. So what we're going to do. Okay. We've got this here. I see the 2 I want, and this and this. There. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. All right. So this is kind of a general overall guidance for you, ICU. And so the Ace of Pentacles, we just recently seen this, but again, I like to tell you guys. So, and we're actually seeing the Ace of Wands, actually, I should say. But the Ace of Pentacles is something that will be in the real world. This is about investment and getting started. So remember, this here is your past card. Okay. So overall, this is talking about in the past, maybe you invested in something, you got started in something, maybe financially. So ICU, I'm not sure exactly how that pertains to your life, but this is talking about your past when it comes to basically making something making it into fruition. So I don't know if you started a business. Does that make sense? Maybe you started something. You did some kind of investment and got started in the past. Okay. Then in the Ace of Wands, this is talking about that divine spark, right? So right now, this is saying that either you're going to inspire somebody right now, either you're inspiring somebody or you need to be inspired. But this really is about you needing to be inspired or excited about something, or again, that somebody needs your spark. So it's possible that, and I'm getting the feeling, honestly, ICU, that this is really pertaining that you're kind of waiting to sort of get that spark, that excitement about something. You're kind of waiting for the next thing, if that makes sense. So presently, that's how I feel. It says, I went to school. I want to go back, but no stock markety things. And of course, the Wheel of Fortune, as you guys know, it's funny because now we got this card, what, 3 times tonight? Isn't that crazy? We got this card 3 times tonight, but yet I've been shuffling. You guys watch me. I've been shuffling and everything else. So your future, clearly, you have that destiny. And again, I want to make sure I read this to you guys because I want you to truly understand the Wheel of Fortune card can mean quite a bit to some people. But it's that experience and circumstances outside of our control. But it is what is inevitable, destiny, the passage of time. So this is that future, that your future destiny in that passage of time, because this is your future card, right? The future card. So this is about your destiny. So once you find that divine spark, once you find that inspiration, most likely that is going to be your destiny. Okay? So that's how I'm seeing this right now. When you look at these cards and you look at the story, it's like you have invested in something in the past. You started something then. Now you're waiting. So this could very well mean, like you said, ICU, this could very well mean this. You went to school, you started something, you went down a path maybe, or you're going to go down a path, but now maybe you're waiting to be inspired for something, and that will be your ultimate destiny. Okay? So I hope that helps you. Sounds good. I think overall.
Terry Lynn was yes or no question. Was Richard T. Raley accurate in his take on the Russia-UK situation? Who's Richard T. Raley?
I don't know, but we'll just ask. Okay. Tarot. Actually, let me do this. Let me clear the energy just in case. Sometimes I forget if I clear it, so I just clear it anyway, even if I already did. Clear it again. Okay. Tarot, could you please, Terry Lynn would like to know, a yes or no, was Richard T. Raley accurate in his take on the Russia-Ukraine situation? All right. We have a no, yes. So, again, that tells me that no, he's not accurate, but there is some things that may be some truths in there. And if you really want to dive into it, we can look at the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is about there's a fear you need to face. So the card also warns you to protect yourself from the cruelties of others. So it's a warning, forbidden. So it's kind of a warning situation, like a forbidding. So when you're talking about is he accurate? No, he's not completely accurate about it. But at the same time, there's a slight possibility of yes in some of the warnings that he may offer in that. So if that makes sense, sometimes often when people have theories about stuff, some of their warnings are pretty accurate, even if they never come to fruition. So some of the warnings that he may be given in his theories could be pretty. They most likely are wrong, but the warnings that are in there are probably right. Does that make sense?
He's that kid who you sent the video to me. Okay, I know who he is now.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. See, I didn't recognize the name. I don't. But yeah.
The little TikTok video.
So again, I'm just going by the cards and what the cards are saying. But yeah, I think there's he may not be fully accurate on it, but it sounds like for sure some of the warnings he has, like, hey, watch out for this, whatever. Some of those warnings are probably real.
Yeah. Well, I mean, every war since the beginning of time has always been about money. This one is no different. It's about money. And we're in a currency war around the world trying to determine who's going to be the next world reserve currency. And you got the new Great Reset going up against Russia and China, trying to figure out whose money is going to be the money.
Okay, Tarot, could you please give us some overall guidance for Terry Lynn? She's wanting to know some general guidance. Could you please give us that, please? Okay. Okay, I definitely like that. I'm feeling this here and this one here. Okay. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. So remember, this is overall, just some general guidance overall. So again, the Ace of Pentacles, we did just see this. Again, that's pretty crazy. But the Ace of Pentacles, of course, is about investment and getting started. So again, this is something that you started in the past. And your Knight of Pentacles also reflects this as well. I have a feeling I know where this is going, but I'm just going to wait and see what the cards say. But my intuition is telling me something. So, but the Knight of Pentacles is this is like commerce driven here. So the Knight of Pentacles means that it's time to take decisive action that leads to concrete results. Find the solution and act on it. This is goal driven and reliable. Okay, reliability. And then we have the Six of Swords. And this one is you need to move from one shore of thinking to another. You are currently in between and you need to complete the journey. Okay, so this is the transition of the old giving way to the new. So Terry Lynn, when I look at this, again, my intuition is telling me that this overall guidance is about the paths you're trying to take, even with your business stuff. You know, you did start this type of stuff in the past, and I think that right now it's telling you your present card, your Knight of Pentacles, is saying now's the time. You know, this is the time to do these things. This is a good time. And in this case, you know, you're talking about like your Etsy stuff. You just got your mold in, you know. So this is actually encouraging that. And to get out of your head, that's the future card here with the Six of Swords is telling you it's time to do it. It's time to get across that shore, complete your journey. You're like been stuck in limbo on, like, you know, you're kind of in the middle of it. You've just been kind of like, you know, this is telling you that it's now time to finalize that journey by completing it, so that way you can out with the old, in with the new as well, kind of thing. You know, complete that journey. So to me, this is great. This is a great read. The cards really are telling of what you've been trying to put together financially on your own stuff, and I think it's perfect. So it says, looks like I need to finish my spirit box. See, that's what I was talking about. I didn't even look at the comments. But yeah, like finishing your spirit box, you know, doing the stuff with your Etsy stuff, all those things. This is telling you, yes, it is time to do it. And again, this is telling you you're in that you're crossing the river. You got to go get to the other shore, get to that other destination. You can do it. So.
Yeah, unplug from the news too. I mean, all the stuff that they're doing is meant to keep you wound up, keep you stressed out, and it becomes paralyzing. Just unplug from the news. You know, like nothing's going on, because in reality, in your world, nothing really is going on.
Blah blah blah. So she said. Yeah, since I lazed out of it today. Well, again, this is why we do these readings. You know, this is so we can do good. And but anyways, we got to wrap up, folks. I just looked at the clock. Time was almost going to get out of hand for me. But I hope you like the new layout. I like it. It gives you guys a chance where I can just look right up, talk to you guys, almost like face to face kind of thing, instead of just seeing my hands the whole time. And actually, Stacey and I discovered this layout, this view on accident, because I was just going to have my hands and then Stacey over here. But then through messing around with this new extra camera feature, we actually discovered this layout, and it works out really good. Again, that way you guys can see my face. I can talk to you still, look you in the eye, so to speak, and you guys can see everything that's going on with the tarot cards and everything. So, and I got my little purple wireless mouse. I had to go to a wireless that way. I wasn't, because I got a whole other computer to my left of me, like a whole setup for my normal stuff. But all right, guys, thank you so much. Stacey, thanks for joining me tonight. We definitely want to say thank you. Again, whenever you get readings from us, please like, share, subscribe. That's the biggest thing that we ask of everybody. Spread the word, let them know, and hit that notification bell. That way you know whenever we go live. That way you can get your reading done. Of course, you can always message me if you want to do a private reading. Let me know. But it says, why are you ending early? I'm not ending early. It's almost 20 after 10. I got to go, honey. Tomorrow is Thursday. I don't have to work tomorrow night after the show. So, anyways, all right, guys.
Come back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
We'll see you in the next video. Remember, seek the truth.
Peace.